here. I'm going to go over to the hotline because, of course, we got people running in this race. Shannon Wright's running for lieutenant governor alongside Kurt Wedekind. Shannon, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm assuming you heard Senator Steve Hershey did launch an exploratory committee. He's doing some polling. He's trying to see if he can raise some money here. What is your reaction there in the Wedekind Wright camp?
So my thought, and I speak only for myself on this one, is I don't understand why we would look to give a promotion to an elected official that doesn't have a stellar record already. So when you look for a promotion, it's because you can point to accomplishments and things that you've done. Now, when you talk about how the Republican Party is outnumbered, as the executive, you would still be facing two houses where you're outnumbered. And if you can't navigate and negotiate that now, why should we give you a promotion? That's number one. So that's to address those that are currently elected. As far as Mr. Hale, who felt that his only pathway was running as a Republican, that's an insult to Republicans. You felt that we were the most gullible, that you could just switch your party, like people change their underwear, and folks would support and vote for you. We also don't need to look at former Governor Hogan because the direction for Maryland is forward, not back. And Kurt Wedekind is the only candidate for governor that actually is generational in the state, has run several small businesses, also created jobs, and done it from a real person-to-person level.
Wow. Again, that's Shannon Wright running for lieutenant governor alongside Kurt Wedekind. Shannon, I don't have a ton of time here, but I appreciate you calling in. I'm already getting text messages based on your statements there. A lot of people agree with you. Shannon, I got to ask you, when it comes to illegal immigration, this pathway to citizenship, that seems to ruffle a lot of feathers because I do see it more as a state issue. I'm wondering if you see it more as a state issue rather than a federal issue. And I'm wondering, where do you stand on that issue?
So I feel that there needs to absolutely be a pathway to citizenship. This country was built on the concept of being a melting pot. However, that pathway has to include the legal method for immigration. In the Wedekind Wright campaign, we're not against immigration. We're against the illegal part. There's a pathway forward, and it's already clearly lined. Now, I also do believe when you look at whether it's state or federal, it's actually both, in my opinion, simply because we've got a lot of places that consider themselves, they don't want to say sanctuary, but welcoming. Well, in those areas, we and the states would know, we got to be a little tougher and tighter because the crime numbers also seem to run in that direction. And here in Maryland, that's the problem we have that our current governor does not have a plan to fix, which is part of why the Wedekind Wright ticket has written a letter to President Trump asking him to please come in and support our state with the resources necessary.
Wow. Well, Shannon Wright, I appreciate you calling in. Shannon Wright's running for lieutenant governor alongside Kurt Wedekind. Shannon, do you guys have any events coming up?
Oh, gosh, yes, we do. We will be at several of the upcoming fairs. We have another barn event at Braglio Farms at the end of this month. We have also decided that, unlike other folks, to just piggyback off of other folks' existing events, we are having some of our own. We are having a public safety lunch with retired and current officers next on the 17th, I believe it is, of this month. All of this can be found on our social media. We are hosting meetings with folks that are experts, subject matter experts, instead of just saying what we want to say. So our first one is public safety. Our second one is education. Our third one is energy. And our fourth one is the economy.
All right. Well, Shannon Wright, I got to take a break here real quick. What's your website so people can make a donation if they wish?
You can find all of our information at kurtwedekind.com.
All right, Shannon, thank you so much. Hope you have a great weekend.